Hello everybody, Trevor here, and welcome to another Top 5 video. Last time, we talked about the miniature engines. Now this time, we'll be discussing my top 5 picks for the animal characters on Sodor. When it comes to animal characters in Thomas and Friends, they're usually minor and mainly appear as background characters. For this list, I'm only going to pick those that appeared in the TV series, because they're more well known than in the books, annuals, and magazines. Also, I want to pick one of each different species because I don't want 2 dogs or 2 bulls or whatever. Now without further ado, let's begin this brand new top 5. Number 5 is Champion the Bull. Unlike most bulls, Champion is pretty harmless, but one day he was in a bad mood, so he strayed from his field, crashed into a fence, slithered down a slope, and eventually found some grass to eat. And that was when he encountered Daisy the diesel rail car. Daisy tried to shoot him for a while, but Champion was too curious of the green diesel, so he decided to sniff her out like a dog, which I thought was kind of hilarious. And in the end, Toby decided to shoo Champion away with his whistle and wheesh of steam, and when breakfast was over, Champion reunited with his farmer. I've decided to include him on the list because, as I said before, Champion is a friendly bull, unlike most bulls, which are pretty scary and aggressive. And I know this is a bit off topic, but as much as I don't like bulls in real life, but I will not tolerate bullfights or any form of animal abuse because it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible. I know it's a cultural thing in Spanish-speaking countries like Spain, but as an animal lover myself, I think we should treat bulls with respect even if they are dangerous. Number 4. Alicia the Mouse. This mouse first appeared in the season 6 episode Thomas Percy and the Squeak. She was first seen hiding in Clarabelle and gave a fright to Alicia Botti. And because of this, Alicia Botti decided to ride in Percy instead of Annie and Clarabelle. And in the end, the mouse was given a home at Timma's Sheds and was named Alicia by Thomas. I decided to include her on the list because I thought her model was pretty cute, especially when she was designed to shake. I believe it was magnetized underneath. And also, because of calling all engines, it's currently unknown whether she stayed there or just moved to a different location. That's why she's number 4. Number 3. Dilly the Duck. Dilly is a female white duck who first appeared in the season 3 episode Donald's Duck, which is a pun on the Disney character Donald Duck. Dilly was first given to Donald as a prank by Duck's driver and fireman, and when she was discovered by Donald's crew, she was very tame and was given rides and sandwiches. A fun piece of trivia that you may not know is that there was an annual story where Dilly went missing and was eventually found with a herd of ducklings. And here's another fun bit of trivia. There was an audio story narrated by Michael Andros where Dilly was given a speaking role. Gee, I wonder what she would have sounded like if she were given a voice actor in the actual show. Number 2. Pegasus the Horse. Pegasus was a beautiful American quarter horse who lived and worked at a farm near Dryoff Field. He first appeared in the season 7 episode Harold and the Flying Horse. His main job was to be a cart horse, but one day he fell into a ditch by mistake and was rescued by Harold the helicopter. And to be frank, I thought it was pretty cool for Pegasus to be carried high in the air like that because, after all, he is named after the Greek mythological flying horse of the same name. But the sad thing is, he only appeared in 2 season 7 episodes. This and Best Dressed Engine. Honestly, I would love to see this animal character again in future projects because he seems quite interesting. I mean, he could have a part-time job as a ride for visitors, just like how Trevor gives rides to children at fairs. Oh, and he appears to be owned by Farmer Colette, just so you know. Before I get to my number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions. The Toad from Trust Thomas. As cute as he is, but he only appeared in 1 episode. Bluebell and her calf. They got beat out by Champion because I find Champion the most interesting of the cattle species. Sir Topham Hatt's cat. It only appeared in a couple season 7 episodes, and he or she is not that interesting to begin with. Various elephants throughout the show. I was having a hard time deciding which ones to put on here, but I've decided to put them all in the honorable mentions instead because if this were a top 6, then they would have been number 6. Gremlin, he would have been number 1. Fuzzy, he would have been number 1 as well. And speaking of number 1, the number 1 spot goes to Katie the Sheepdog. Katie is a border collie who is owned by Farmer McCole. I decided to put her as number 1 because not only she's very cute, but because I used to have a border collie named Patches, but with a white head. In fact, we purchased Patches at my uncle's farm back in the year 2000 when he was just a puppy. And one time, when they grew a little bigger, they came to me and licked me like crazy, not to mention played with me by chewing on me. And that's why I love dogs more than any other animal in the world. The strange thing about Katie is, she wasn't given an official name until the season 15 episode Wonky Whistle, which is considered one of the absolute worst Thomas episodes in all of history. And I'll eventually make a mini review on that since I didn't include it in my top 10 worst Sharon Miller episodes video. Now let me know in the comments section on which of these animals are your favorite. Do you agree with my list, or do you have your own personal preference? Join me in next time where I'll be talking about my top 3 Emily voices, which I've been given a few requests for it lately. This is Trevor Davis, signing off.